y'all, thanks for stopping by. Now if you saw my last video, I told y'all I was not settling for those itty bitty tomato plants that I planted from seed. No, not today. So I went out and I got me a real deal of a tomato plant, and I am going to show you how I planted it. Disclaimer now, for those of you who saw my last video and know my current health situation, I just want you to know that I planted this before my doctor told me that I shouldn't be using my arm. So now that we got that straight, let's get to it. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've already made my holes for drainage, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that over. I'm gonna begin by adding potting soil into my container that's specially made for containers. Oh, but wait, let me start out by showing you this little beauty. She is a husky cherry tomato, and this is an indeterminate type, which means that she will keep producing and producing until it gets too cold for her to do so. Now, as you can see, she's already got her flowers coming on out, and that is a perfect, wonderful sign. That's what I wanted to see. Alrighty, so let's get to it. Now, as I said before, I'm going to start by pouring some potting soil into my container. And I'm going to go ahead and break that up a bit because I had some chunks in there. And then I am going to add some worm castings. Now, for those of you who have never heard of worm castings, well, let's see. The short of it is worm poop, but it helps add nutrients to the soil, and that in turn feeds the plants. Worm castings are like a natural fertilizer, so I'm going to be adding the castings as I add more potting soil until I fill up the container. So what do you guys use for fertilizer? This was like the first time I've ever tried it. My plants didn't do that well last year, and I saw another gardener using it, so I thought, well, it's worth a try. I'm just talking, right? I'm supposed to be explaining to you what I'm doing. As you can see, I also added some seed starter mix, which I'm using to help with drainage. And if there are any nutrients up in there, I'm using it for that too. Now, to get your plant out of the container, you can usually just squish the sides a couple of times and it will be able to slip out fairly easily. Next, you want to go ahead and loosen up those roots all the way around so that your root system will be able to stretch out and grow in its new home. Alrighty, so now I'm adding a new layer of worm castings, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add more potting soil. Now, I'm not finished yet, y'all, but I just want to remind you, if you enjoyed this video so far, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, because we want that algorithm to like me, okay? And if it likes me, it will put my videos out in front of more people so that more people will see my videos, and then that will help my channel, and then, yeah, okay? Thank you for your help in advance. Okay, so now I am checking my placement of my plant, making sure it's there secure. And you know I gotta add me some more worm castings just to make sure that this little lady got all the nutrition that she's gonna need throughout the summer. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add some more of the seed starting mix. It kind of acts as a barrier to hold in moisture. It also adds an extra layer over the worm casting because it seems like the bugs really like the worm castings, so it offers a layer of protection to keep them away. Alrighty, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add some banana water. I learned this from another gardener, and it seems to have helped my plants grow as well. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and give my plant a good drink of water. Normally, I wouldn't water the leaves, but because I got some of the banana water on top of the leaves, I just wanted to make sure that I rinsed that all off with the water so I won't be introducing any extra bacteria onto the leaves. Okay, so guess what, y'all? Look at her. Ain't she pretty? Look at how big she got, right? Okay. And one day I walked outside. I thought I wasn't getting no tomatoes. And I looked up under that leaf and there it was, guys. I saw fruit. She done fruited. I was so excited. You know I'm excited, right? And the flowers start growing into fruit. And I'm just excited. You know I'm excited. Just look at that. So the worm castings actually worked. because I've never used it before and my plants were struggling last summer. But just look at her. I don't know what to do, y'all. I'm just so excited. Knowledge is power, right? Now I want you to go and you tell your friends what I done showed you today and you try it yourself. I just want to thank you for stopping by and allowing me to share with you. See you in my next video.